Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. The Los Angeles Lakers know the need to reinforce depth in the front court and improve their defense. What is manager Rob Pelinka waiting for? May this team sink for good? It's better to make the right moves to qualify the Lakers for the playoffs and take advantage of Anthony Davis's great phase and the fact that LeBron James is playing at a good level. Bet everything on a new star? To win now is the only solution. Or think about the future. In this case, I could let LeBron James go and start the renewal. But LeBron won't ask for a trade now, so the ideal would be to sign a big star. Rumors: Jimmy Butler is the ideal player for Lakers to sign. Rookie head coach J.J. Redick walked out of his post-game press conference unhappy with the Los Angeles Lakers' lethargic performance in a 131-114 loss to the Memphis Grizzlies Wednesday, November 6, that capped a disastrous 1-4 road trip. In need of a jolt of energy, the Lakers could go star hunting before the trade deadline and take a big swing to maximize the final years of LeBron James, who had a vintage 39.7 rebound, 6 assist performance against the Grizzlies. One star who could give the Lakers the competitive edge Redick is demanding is Miami Heat's Jimmy Butler. Butler has become a flight risk for the Heat after they did not offer him an extension this past offseason. The 6-time NBA All-Star could enter unrestricted free agency at season's end if he declines his $52.4 million player option for next season. If the Heat cannot rebound from their 3-4 start and realize that Butler's era has reached its ceiling with 2 NBA Finals appearances, the 35-year-old forward could become the next available star in the trade market. If he becomes available, the Lakers' potential package could look like this. Los Angeles Lakers receive Jimmy Butler. Miami Heat receive Rui Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, Gabe Vincent, Christian Wood and 2 unprotected first-round picks, 2029 and 2031. This hypothetical trade has the makings of the Shaquille O'Neal blockbuster deal between the two franchises in 2004. But just the inverse, with the Lakers receiving the player who could make the immediate impact. Butler fits James and Anthony Davis's timeline as the Lakers could go for their 18th NBA title to catch their arch-rival Boston Celtics. A quartet of Austin Reeves, Butler, James and Davis could be fearsome in the playoffs. The Heat can free up salary cap for next summer with the expiring deals they could get in return from the Lakers and could hit the jackpot if those twin picks fall in the lottery in the post-James Davis era. If the Lakers pull off such a blockbuster deal, it's an all-in move to go after a championship in the final years of James, who has a player option for next season. The challenge lies on Vice President of Basketball Operations and General Manager Rob Pelinka to fill out the roster with veteran minimum signings. Former Lakers Lonnie Walker and Pat Beverley are still available. So is former number 1 overall pick Markelle Fultz. JaVale McGee and Bismack Biyombo are a couple of free agent big men available as insurance at center behind Davis and Jackson Hayes. Lakers ready to move on from D'Angelo Russell? Russell helplessly watched from the bench in the final 18 minutes of the Lakers' loss in Memphis. Redick did not mince words and bluntly explained why he benched Russell. Just level of compete, attention to detail, some of the things we've talked with him about for a couple of weeks, Redick told reporters when asked about Russell's fourth-quarter benching. And at times, he's been really good with that stuff, and other times, it's just reverting back to certain habits. It wasn't like a punishment. I just felt like for us to have a chance to win this game, that was the route we wanted to take. Russell finished with only 12 points in 22 minutes on a poor 4 of 12 shooting night, including 2 of 9 from the three-point line. For the season, the veteran guard is averaging 12.0 points on 37.5% overall shooting and 29.5% from the three-point line. J.J. Redick proving to be a man of his word in first season as Lakers head coach. J.J. Redick is holding the Lakers accountable in a direct and necessary way. the Los Angeles Lakers are in the midst of a stretch that has effectively erased their championship-caliber start to the season. After going 3-0 with wins over three postseason-caliber opponents, Los Angeles went 1-4 on a 5-game road trip to bring their record to .500 at 4-4. While it's far too soon to panic, Redick is putting his money where his mouth is and holding his team accountable in the way Los Angeles swore to heading into the season. Los Angeles's 3 wins were against teams that all won at least 46 games in 2023-24, the Minnesota Timberwolves, Phoenix Suns, and Sacramento Kings. Los Angeles then jumped out to an 18-point lead in a rematch with the Suns, but squandered that advantage and ultimately dropped their first game of the season. The next time out, the Lakers might as well have stayed in California, as the Cleveland Cavaliers dominated the first quarter and never looked back during a 134-110 decimation. The Lakers regained some of their momentum with a 131-125 win over the Toronto Raptors that pushed their record to 4-2. Unfortunately, the concerns over Los Angeles's erratic play during the victory carried into losses to the Detroit Pistons and Memphis Grizzlies. The steady theme throughout each of those losses was a lack of consistent energy and attention to detail, and Redick is holding the Lakers accountable for their flaws. J.J. Redick called Lakers out for exactly what they'd done wrong. Following the loss to the Grizzlies, Redick was asked by reporters for his thoughts on the outing. He praised LeBron James for the 39 points and steady intensity he provided, applauding the fact that a nearly 40-year-old player could still set the tone for his team. One player who wasn't as widely praised was D'Angelo Russell, whom Redick benched during the lopsided loss in Memphis. Russell played 22 minutes against the Grizzlies, shooting 4 of 12 from the field and 2 of 9 from beyond the arc. He finished with 12 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound, and 2 steals, but his production did little to quell the consistent concerns. According to Dave McMenamin of ESPN, Redick explained that he benched Russell for regressing to the inconsistent displays of intensity that held him back in previous seasons. Just level of compete, attention to detail, some of the things we've talked with him about for a couple of weeks. And at times, he's been really good with that stuff. And other times, it's just reverting back to certain habits. But it wasn't like a punishment. It just felt for us to have a chance to win this game, that was the route we wanted to take. Los Angeles has been claiming that accountability will be a crucial aspect of the 2024-25 season, and Redick is now proving that will be the case. Russell has struggled throughout the 2024-25 regular season. Redick is refusing to show patience if his all-star point guard isn't going to provide the effort to justify an investment in improvement. Thankfully, a silver lining appeared. With Russell on the bench, and Anthony Davis and Rui Hachimura sidelined by injury and illness, the second unit responded to its critics. It combined for 33 points, with Cam Reddish scoring 15 and Max Christie tallying 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal in 19 minutes. There's no guarantee that Redick's post-game comments or in-game decisions will change the course of the Lakers season, but this is a promising step in the right direction, loss or otherwise.